A short time ago in a Pennsylvania far, far away, a former failed gubernatorial candidate is making himself out to look like a real Jar Jar Binks. And you'll understand what I mean when we get to this story. I'm talking about Doug Mastriano. Remember him? He almost held political power. Thankfully, he was beaten by Josh Shapiro back in 2022. And now he wants to get in on the whole New Jersey drone thing because he thinks we're not taking it seriously enough because these drones are serious business. He posted this on social media, and there's text in this tweet, but for obvious reasons, I'm gonna focus on the image here. He, a full-grown adult in 2024, posted this image, and he believes that that is one of the drones. He says it is inconceivable that the federal government has no answers nor has taken any action to get to the bottom of the unidentified drones. And I agree with him. With those things flying around, how have they not at least scrambled X-Wings? Get a few Z-95s in the atmosphere. You got to take those things down. Where the TIE fighters start, eventually TIE bombers, TIE defenders might suddenly appear, an interceptor. God forbid. It's Star Wars stuff, man. I should not need to explain to an adult that that is an image from Star Wars. And I'm not saying everyone needs to have watched the movies or whatever. I'm not saying you have to have watched Clone Wars or Rebels or read the EU or played the old D6 RPG or anything. I'm not saying you should have done that. I mean, you should have done that, but I don't think you had to have done that. But you don't get to be an adult and not know what that is when you see it. You should know, okay? You should know. And by the way, most do. Can we jump ahead to graphic 3 before we comment? Most people have seen one of these, okay? I mean, even Revenge of the Sith is at 66%. And personally, I think that that should be higher than Attack of the Clones. I think it's actually not that bad. Particularly the fight on Mustafar is not that bad, okay? And anyway, 91% of you have seen The Empire Strikes Back. Yes, I know you're not into the space stuff necessarily, but if you saw a TIE fighter, you'd know a TIE fighter, right?
I would recognize that. Yeah, I did recognize that. And for the record, the only Star Wars of the original 6 episodes, right, that I did not see was The Phantom Menace. And I don't think that I missed much. It looked like not fun for me. But I didn't see that one, but I did see the other 5 for the record, and the fight on Mustafar. So, Anakin, I have the high ground. I remember that.
Okay, part. That's stupid, but the rest of it was good.
Sorry, that was the first thing I thought of when you said that. But I mean, but to this point, right? The drones are very concerning for a lot of American people, right? Just the mystery of it all. Where do they come from? What are they doing? What are they looking for? Who sent them? All these things, all these questions that we have, and they're just simply not telling us, right? And the fact that they're peering into people's homes and things like that, of course, they're not going to tell us what they're looking for, but it's a thing that it's very strange. It feels a little dystopian. People are very unsettled by it. And you feel a little bit hopeless because no one is telling you anything. No one is giving you any kind of answers. Joe Biden came out and he said something about it, but it really wasn't anything significant. It wasn't a whole lot. But maybe they will make sense later. But it's already been almost a month of this uncertainty. And it's very concerning. So the fact that this is a person who is trying to be relevant in government and in politics, and he's coming out saying, oh, here are these like Star Wars futuristic things. It's a little weird because he's playing into the fact that people are just so scared of the unknown. And we're living in such a weird time with AI and drone technology and all kinds of things that people really don't fully understand and are kind of scared of because AI on its own introduces a lot of uncertainty into our society that we really are not prepared enough to deal with and to address whenever those realities come to fruition for us. So it all feels like we're being bombarded with a future that we're not prepared for. It's coming for us faster than we are ready to receive it. And I don't blame people for being upset and for being upset with the government for not helping us understand this. Guys like this are not helping. Like, get out of here. Get out of here with this.
I agree with all the substantive points that you've made. They are coming for us. Thankfully, if it is TIE fighters that are coming for us, you'll hear them a mile away. That engine sound is, I mean, come on, you can hear it past the mountain. But anyway, yeah, all I will say coming out, I agree with you. I'm concerned about the drones too. I'm also concerned about the fact that, and granted, we didn't bring, he didn't get into office. we have no expectation for intelligence or intellectual curiosity among our elected officials. And I know, like, intelligence has been badmouthed and demonized in American society for as long as we've existed. That at some point needs to turn. I am still hoping that we get not to a Star Wars future, but a Star Trek future. And they do seem to admire intelligence and curiosity there. And I'm just wondering when that's gonna happen. Because man, do we elevate some dimwits. Members make a difference here at TYT. You help make the show happen, and we see you in the chat with your loyalty badge. Click the join button to become a member today.